What is going on? How is everybody doing? Welcome to Milan News. Hopefully everybody's having a great day wherever you are in the world. Only two words matter, and those two words are Forza Milan, Forza Milan, Forza Milan. Alright guys, today it's just going to be me. Antonio is not available today, but Antonio will be doing a live stream later on today. Open debate live stream, so tune in for that. That is going to be a lot of fun. We got Lord Krunich, aka Lucas. What's up? How you doing? Moretti, Carlo Moretti, ciao, come stai? Paolo looks as though he has just done a tour of Vietnam in those pics with CDK. Nice. Guys, if you have not already, smash that like button. Let's get going right away with the smashing of the like button so we can get that out of the way. And if you're new, subscribe. And guys, if you want to become a member, you're welcome to become a member. You get special perks. You get to use some special emojis, loyalty badges, and you're going to participate in competitions that we're going to design specifically for the members. Starting next week, the first competition, and the winner of that competition will get the AC Milan shirt. Cristian Pasmino, ciao, come stai? Hola! Now we should sign Dika and Zich's priorities, a sub par DM if we really can, otherwise leave it to winter. We want Antonio. Sorry, no Antonio today. Antonio will be available later. He is going to be running a live later on. Tisai Saliba, how you doing, my friend? How's everything going? Eva P, Forza Milan, ciao, come stiamo ragazzi? Forza Milan, guys, how is everybody doing? Boring Sanchez saga over finally. Bring in Dika, CM, and Ziyech, and let's go for the 20th. I like it, I like it. Ciao, ciao, come stai? DOA, Forza Milan, Aziz. I saw your comment on the Sanchez video. Well, that was a good comment. You brought up some good points about players that are already accustomed to the Serie A. I agreed with what you said. Sup, Shah, how you doing? A new member, Shah, how you doing, my friend? Pete Shoop. Haven't seen you in a while. How's everything doing, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully everything is good with you. Hopefully the Sanchez money can go towards Ziyech. Hopefully so. Alright guys, before we get started, let's smash that like button and let's go straight into this Charles de Cadler interview. First words as a Rossonero. We're going to analyze what he says, what he thinks about the situation, what we can extract from the player, his personality, the words he says. And then we can speculate a little bit about where he's going to be playing, if he's going to be starting against a Vicenza, or if he's going to be playing against the Udinese game. Only 10 days left till Serie A starts. Below humble transfer market. We do only have 10 days left. That is true. Forza Milan. And Raul, what's up, my friend, guys? Guys, check out the new emojis. We got a Ringio emoji. That's a really cool one. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, sir? How's it going? Nathan, not a fan of Sanchez, so I'm sure Nathan is happy that Sanchez is not joining. And guys, before we get into this, make sure you vote on the poll. and you tell me what you think about the Sanchez situation. All right, let's get into this interview here. Let's see what we think about Charles de Kettler. Let's analyze this.
It's something you kind of dream of if you become a football player. I always had to dream to be a football player, and I could have never imagined to play for a club like AC Milan, and now it's becoming reality, so just very proud moment. It were Ricky and Paulo, and they just told me they were convinced in me and they wanted to bring me to AC Milan. I spoke with them, my agents were in contact with them already since the beginning of the year, and then when the transfer market opens, it's always a little bit.
All right, so first thing that we need to examine right there, what he says there, the agents were talking to him from the beginning of the year. So de Kettler was not a name that we saw at all in the winter transfer market. I remember when Maldini, keeps on saying that, the media sometimes makes a lot of stuff up, and also Scaroni said, Maldini and Massara work, in the background. They work behind the veil of the media. They don't really say what they're doing. The media does sometimes latch on to sources, sub-sources, and then they can latch on to things that actually eventually do happen, right? There's a lot of reports that that the media, latches onto, and then they do come to fruition. But there's others that don't. But the media never spoke about de Kettler. In January. So that is a very interesting little piece of news right there. Let's see. What's up, Paul? How you doing, my friend? Everything is good, but Roy, I'm a fan, but not a fan of him in the double pivot. Well, he's not going to be in our double pivot. He's not going to be anywhere. That is for sure. We got Vasil. Vasil, we have an open live tonight. If you're available, join that live. Sanchez overrated and injured. All right, let's get back to the Charles de Kettler interview. Let's see what else he says.
A bit busy, and then I had conversations with the board here and also with the coach, and I only wanted to come to AC Milan, so then it took some time, but I'm happy to just be here. I feel I'm a guy who is mostly really calm, but I was like a little bit overwhelmed, or I just didn't know, They say it, but you cannot imagine until you're here or until you feel it, and if you see the fans, until you feel the real warmth of this club and the passion, it's different than if you just speak with them. I'm someone who shares a lot with my family, so it's not that I had to say it really, because they know what's going on in my life. But they were just happy for me and they follow me in what I want, so they didn't have you cannot do that, you have to.
I want to comment on that. I like that his family did not put anything in his ears, did not suggest anything. He made his own decisions. Unlike another person that we were familiar with, Donnarumma. If you guys remember, Donnarumma, his father really pushed Donnarumma to go for the money, look for the money. They wanted to smell that green. And look at how that turned out for him. Guys, we got a new member. Nathan is a new member. What's up, my man? Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Curva Sud RossonARI TV. Thank you so much, Nathan. New member. And I think you're a mod too. So awesome. Thank you. So very interesting that these are decisions that he made on him by himself. Like he decides what he wants to do with his career, right? It seems like his agent does not decide, his family does not decide, he decides. That is a very good sign, I think. It tells a lot about the character of the player, and it tells also about how he has been brought up. He has been brought up to be independent, to make his own decisions, which is very good. I would say a very positive thing. Okay, let's keep on watching.
To do that, they just follow me and what I want, and then they are also happy, and that's beautiful. On the pitch, I think I'm just a very attacking-minded player who likes to start and finish attacks and do everything what's needed for that. I just like to run deep, to get the ball, to play beautiful passes, to score just what an attacker wants. And I also think I work hard when we don't have the ball, but I like more to just have the ball. And then off the pitch, I'm...
Okay, so right there, another very interesting little detail about his playing style and his character. I like to attack. I like to have the ball on my feet. I like to think. I like to create attack. I like to pass the ball. I like to create goals. Attacking-minded player. So yeah, guys, this is going to be part of our offensive line. We already knew this, but it is interesting. This is his mindset, and he also says he likes to work hard off the ball. One very interesting thing about CDK and his youth career is that CDK literally started as a defender, then became a defensive midfielder, then a midfielder, then an attacking midfielder, and then a striker. He literally went through the whole spine of a team. So he has that experience in his playing style, in his playing DNA. You know, the ability to work hard off the ball and the ability to work well with the ball. So, guys, this could be a great signing. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of people in Italy are raving about this signing, are saying that this is a super signing. Let's see. One thing that, I do think we should do is be cautious, not expect this player to hit the ground running, and we gotta be patient with him. He does already have a lot of experience under his legs, though. He has got almost, 130 professional games. He's got a lot of Champions League experience. As a matter of fact, there's an article about his Champions League experience, and it compares it to the players that we already have, and we're going to look at that too. But this is a player that is coming at Milan with more experience than Tonali, when Tonali joined Milan. He is a player that is coming to Milan with more experience than Leao, with more experience than Adli, with more experience than Salamakers, with more experience than Brahim Diaz, with more experience than almost all our players. So we are expecting him to come in strong, but maybe, we should also be patient, guys. Guys, we have a new member, Pete Shoop. What's up, Pete Shoop? Thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciate you. Pete Shoop, welcome to the Curva Sud RossonARI TV. Really appreciate you. Welcome to being a member of the channel. Davide Romano in the house. What's up? How you doing, sir? Roy, do not mention that trader. Yeah, right. The trader, Dollaruma. Ooh. Seems like a high character dude. I love it. He does look like he's got personality. He's talking. He's very young, guys. This kid is only 21. He is 21. That is so young, but he seems mature. He understands what he's doing. And this is a decision that he made by himself, and he seems very confident about who he is and what he does. CDK is well cultivated. He reminds Kaká at the beginning, looked like a student at first. Right, I agree. Belgium, these players that are coming from Belgium seem to be very cultured. Belgium is a country where they speak a lot of language, very international community. So there's a lot of culture and there's a lot of education. So these are it's so far so good. Our last notable Belgian midfielder was Camille Nice in the year 1912-13, where he made 18 appearances and 5 goals. That's a little piece of history right there. A little piece of history. All right, let's keep on going, then we'll go back to chat.
Yeah, just someone who enjoys lives with his family, not to do crazy things, just normal and have a happy life and do nice things. I heard from Alexi what for club this was. With Divock I didn't speak, but with Alexi with the national team you hear stories from AC Milan, so only good things, and about the passion from the fans. And the last time about when you congratulate him about winning the Scudetto, you just talk a little bit, and yeah. AC Milan history is difficult to say because there are so many great players like Ronaldinho, Paulo, Kaká, but also I remember the Dutch guys like Gullit van Basten. And if I have one idol since I was young, it was always Cristiano Ronaldo. But from AC Milan we're this kind of players, because when you grow up you watch these clips from them, and it was such a big team. It is a big team. And I hope just to bring the big successes back to Milan, and I want to help that, and it's their goal, it's my goal, so for the coming years. I watched some games, not a lot, but especially for the derby you always sit down and you watch, and also because Alexi was playing there, you follow the scores and you see how they were moving up top, and it's great to come in a team that just won the Scudetto. What I love about the country is
Sorry, there you go. So there you go. So coming up, he's part of that Cristiano Ronaldo generation. It is curious that this generation coming up was either Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. So he went with the Cristiano Ronaldo route. But he also talks about, you know, the legends of AC Milan. It doesn't look like he's super familiar with the history of AC Milan, but you know, unfortunately, he grew up in a period where AC Milan went through this 11-year banter era, and this has affected a lot of the youth players, because if CDK was 21 in the year 2010, you know, his favorite player, he'd be talking about Kaká, he'd be talking about Gattuso, Pirlo, he'd be talking about, you know, he'd be talking about Milan. But he grew up, his teenage years were in a period where Milan was suffering, you know, very poor form. But interesting that he's a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. All right, let's keep on going.
yeah, the food first of all, the pasta, everything, and also the weather. But that's not so important for me. But just the emotion Italians have in them. If you see also the European Championship, how passionate the fans from whatever team are, from the national team, from AC Milan are. What I like about football is the passion, and what I want to bring here is just for myself is enjoy and play good football. Actually, I get that when I was a young player. They just give the numbers, but I get that number and then I start playing well. So I just want to continue with it because it helped me a lot. What I'm gonna promise is that I'm gonna give everything. Every game I play and I wear the shirt, and just hope to win prizes. The only thing I can promise is that I'm gonna give everything.
Well, there you guys. There you go. There you have it, guys. Cristiano Ronaldo should join Milan. That's funny. But De Ketelaere officially signed a 5-year contract, 2.5 million. It is. That's what the newspapers are writing right now. And those are his first words as officially as a Rossonero. What do you guys think? So far, so good. All three these players that have come, Divock Origi, the one that has impressed me the most, actually. Divock Origi, definitely the way he spoke, super intelligent man. If Divock Origi also will also play a very important role in this team, on the field and off the field. So Ali, also very impressive the way he spoke. A very young player, very confident. And also CDK, a player that has a lot of pressure on him. This is one of the biggest signings in the history of AC Milan, by the way. It is strange because AC Milan, being this club with so much history, so many trophies in that museum, yet we've never been a club that has spent so much money on single targets, as much as other teams that have won much less. But it is what it is. 32 million plus the bonuses comes to close to 35, 36 million. So it is one of the most expensive players that AC Milan has ever acquired. It is the most expensive player that this management has acquired. So a lot of pressure on him, but so far so good. I really like what I'm hearing from him, and I think he's going to make us proud. I think he's going to make us proud. Only 21, guys. Can you believe it? This kid is only 21, 5-year contract. By the time this contract expires, he'll be 25. Maybe we'll renew his contract again. Maybe this player can give us 10 years of top quality football. Knock on wood, he does not flop. By the way, he should be in training right now, or no, he was in training. He should have been in training, so maybe there's going to be footage coming out of him while in training. A good purchase from team building point of view. Grande Paolo, hopefully he'll hit the ground running. Yes, that's true. That's why I love AC Milan. That's why I love AC Milan as well. Unfortunately, when he grew up, we had Jose Sousa and Mati Fernandez in midfield, along with Carlos Bacca and Luis Adriano. Oh, how can I forget Cerci and Bertolacci? Yeah, that's right. Don't forget, he's 6.4. True, tall lad, physical. And, you know, if you look at his highlights, he scores some wicked goals. I think he has a total Out of 130 professional games, between goals and assists, he almost has 50 goals and assists combined out of 130. So that is almost 50%. That is somewhere close to 40% goal contribution, you know, in a ratio with games played. So good, very good numbers from him. Very good numbers from him. He slipped up there a little bit. It was a great team, right, of course. Guys, if you have not, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, smash the like button, guys, and you can become a member of the channel, guys. It is all here for you. Mendes was the architect of Sanchez' decision to join PSG over Milan. I feel like this will be the last year that Leo will be with us. Mendes will demand 7 million plus, which I'm sure Milan will not match. Yes, Mendes can become a problem. Mendes could possibly become the new Raiola. And we'll see what happens with that. All right, guys, I want to move on. I'll read one more chat, and then I want to move on. The real surprise will be Adli being bought since last year. His approach in the transfer window has been a little quiet. I think he'll be the most surprising player. I think Adli is going to give a lot to this team, and he's going to kick some serious ass. All right, guys, I want to go to this article here, which kind of boils my blood a little bit. You know, we're going to a little bit of a protest here. This is Jan Mulder questions the Keller decision to snub Leeds for Milan. I don't understand. Guys, listen to what this guy says. It is baffling to me. What is happening today in the world of football is baffling. Former Anderlecht and Ajax star Joan Mulder has questioned Charles de Keller's decision to reject Leeds United and join AC Milan. In his official statement, he said, "I don't understand anything about this transfer," he told HLN. Obviously, he should have gone to the Premier League because it's the best league in the world. Milan and the Serie A, that's where celebrities go in their twilight these days. Leeds plays in the Premier League, and Leeds also play attractive football. Football that suits De Kettler. Bruh, I want to freaking punch this guy in the face. What is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? First of all, how can you compare Leeds to AC Milan? That is crazy. Yeah, exactly. You have to be senile. How can you compare Leeds, a team that is fighting for relegation, in compared to a team that just won the Scudetto and is fighting in the Champions League, a legendary club like AC Milan? How can you compare the two? The Premier League is just driving people crazy. That Premier League propaganda is driving people crazy, and it's just making people think in very weird ways. But anyway, if that guy would have said that to me in front of me, I would have punched him in the face. I would have literally punched him in the face. I wouldn't even care. But this is some of the most disrespectful thing I've ever read about Milan in a long time. So this guy better not ever find himself in front of me, because I'm telling you, it's so disrespectful. This guy needs to be punched in the face. Leeds, what's up, Hans? By the way, guys, Hans, the scout Erdmann, has been calling out for CDK for months. Before we even knew about this player, Hans has been saying that this should have been the top target. And look at this now. Hans, the scout, knowing the players, understanding the players that are right for this Milan, he was in tune, in sync with Maldini and Massara. Maldini and Massara had this player as a very prime target. Hans was talking about this player for months. So great job, Hans. Well done. Off topic. Would like to know what happened to our Suso, a player who unfortunately was not our best period, but who was maybe the only one who made us dream a little. I wish him the best. Well, Suso went. Where did he go? Didn't he go to Sevilla? And then he won a European trophy with Sevilla. Maybe a few more. Yeah, Leeds is a Mickey Mouse club. Leeds is a Mickey Mouse club, and what the hell is this guy talking about? You know what? Maybe it's the Ajax thing, right? Because we beat Ajax in '69, 4-1. So maybe he's pissed off about that. He still has that in his memory, even though they beat us in '95 1-0 in the '95 final. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him, but this guy needs to get a reality check. Very disrespectful. The clown needs to understand, if Leeds are so good, why did Phillips and Rafinha leave? Correct. Very correct. Yeah. No, my pleasure, Hans. Hans also spoke about Ndika for a while, and today there are some reports about Ndika. We'll see what happens there. I want this effing dude smoking. No smart football pundit puts Milan down in this current run of form and with this young team. Exactly. Who would do that? You have to be ignorant about the football panorama today in order to say things like that. Guys, this guy, man, we need to send Ringio. We need to send Ringio to this guy. Guys, if you remember, put out those Ringio emojis out, guys. We need to send Ringio to this guy. Where's my phone? Guys, let's put some Ringio emojis out. Let's send Ringio to this guy because it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Show me some Ringio emojis, guys. If you remember, put those Ringio emojis up and send them to this MFer that deserves to get his ass kicked. Skiller, put those emojis out. If you guys are on a PC, put those emojis out. Why are you people getting mad at bitter old people that talk shit? I mean, I would expect older people to be wiser than this. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Send me to this guy. We'll take care of him. There you go. Even Barcelona, who are in a huge debt and crumbling, invested 150 million on market, and this management are not able to hand us 80, 100 million for Mercato after Scudetto triumph. Shame. It is what it is. It is what it is. There you go, guys. The Ringio emojis right there. There you go. Send the Ringio. Who cares? Forza Milan. That's right. All right, let's move on to the next segment. We want to talk about Champions League experience, going back to De Ketelaere. Very interesting article from Sempre Milan. Only 6 Milan players have more UCL appearances than De Ketelaere. So again, 21 years old, and this also tells the story about how young this team is. As has been pointed out by Milan, the 21-year-old is going to be one of the more experienced players in the squad as far as the Champions League goes. And the players that have more experience than him are Simon Kjaer with 18 appearances in the Champions League, Timo Bakayoko with 25, Divock Origi with 28, Alessandro Florenzi with 47, Oliver Giroud with 49, and Ibrahimovic with 128. So Timo Bakayoko has a lot of experience in Champions League. He's been part of very good teams. I really wonder what's going on with Bakayoko. I really hope that we can sort this out, because obviously we are going to be talking about the midfield. With having lost Sanchez as one of our primary targets, we really need to talk about the midfield. Seko Fofana, we got Antonio. What's up? Seko Fofana. Antonio, can you copy and paste it on the chat, and I'll put it on the chat, guys. I do not have Twitter. I stay away from Twitter, so I do not have Twitter. Nobody will even know that he existed after I'm done with that. Is it even possible to get rid of Bakayoko's loan deal? Such a waste of money, in my opinion. Well, I hope that Bakayoko can find the form he had when he was under Gattuso. That was one of the best. That was a really good version of Bakayoko. Would you still consider Sanchez a top 10 midfielder in the world? Yes, 100%. Look, I still consider Sanchez a great player, even though he did not end up joining us. PSG has a great midfielder in a vast array of midfielders they already have. So I don't know how much playing time he will get in that team, but he's definitely one of the best midfielders out there, in my opinion, still. People lost respect for Serie A when Milan, Inter, Roma, Lazio allowed Juventus to win the Scudetto for 9 years in a row. Roy, that is definitely true. The fall of those big clubs, Inter and Milan, definitely made it hard. All right, guys, we have some breaking news here. Milan are evaluating Lens midfielder Seko Fofana as a potential sign-in for the midfield. No negotiations with League One club yet, but he is an appreciated name for the Milan management, Antonio Vitiello. A lot of names are being put out in the ether today. We're going to go through these names. But just to finish this segment here regarding CDK, so he is coming in the team with Champions League experience. So we are expecting him to hit the ground running a little bit faster than other players have in the past. So we'll see what happens. But of course, we cannot put too much pressure on the player. Okay, let's go to this next segment here, which I think is very interesting, and someone was talking about the budget. Guys, this is quite worrisome, to be honest with you, this article right here. It is what it is, but let's see what it says. Fofana would be like Kessie replacement. Okay, good. So Fofana, a defensive midfielder. So yes, the thing about Sanchez, a lot of people are saying that Sanchez is not a like-to-like replacement with Kessie. Sanchez is more of, he brings in more quality than quantity, even though he does have quantity. But the truth is, guys, and we're going to check this out in a second, if we compare the stats of Kessie, Benacer, Tonali, and Sanchez, guess who has the better stats? I want you to guess in the chat. Who do you think has the better stats out of these four players? Kessie, Benacer, Sanchez, and Tonali. I'm curious to know if you know, and I'm curious to know who you think has the best stats. Because we can go through those stats, and you will find out that, that it is someone that you don't expect. I'm talking about this past season too. Seko Fofana is Lens' best player and is like a talisman for them. Okay, all right, got you. I'll take Seko Fofana in a heartbeat. Solid player. Okay, excellent. Not very familiar with the player, but I'll take your guys' word for it. We are going to talk about the midfielders in a second, so we'll bring Seko Fofana also. Okay, Seko Fofana is a jewel of Lens. His price tag is 40 million. Who will pay for him? Redbird, we missed out on Botma, Renato, Ndika, Ziyech just because we don't have money. Guys, that is a perfect segue into this article that I want to read here. Corriere della Sera, Italian newspaper. The remaining budget after the Decathlon signing and how it will be used. I don't even know. I don't know how to. It pains me to read this, but it is what it is. The paper states that there's only around 8 to 9 million of remaining budget available for transfer fees, and that amount will be used by Maldini Massara to reinforce the midfield, which means that they're only on the hunt for defenders who could arrive on an initial loan deal. How is this possible? Please tell me this is not true. Please tell me that this is not true. How is this possible? 8 to 9 million? I mean, it kind of looks like it's true because look at how our Mercato is going. Look at how easy it is for a team like Chelsea here. In one day, they got Chukwuemeka and they have an excess amount of players that are on super high wages. How is this true, guys? I really hope this is not true. Of course, always take whatever the newspapers write with a pinch of salt, right? But Longo stated that we only had 50 million plus the amortizations for the wages. So if this stuff is true, that means it is that we only have about 10 million left in the bank, 10 to 15 million maybe. What are we going to do with this kind of money? Nothing. We're going to do nothing with this kind of money. So I really hope that this is not true. I really hope that this is not true. And we're going to talk about the possible solutions that we can get with this kind of money. And I'll tell you what I would do, and then we can analyze that. League One, okay. F. Sanchez, what's up, Lucas? How you doing, my friend? Is that Wesley Fofana brother? I'm not sure. Yes, Bakayoko has a lot of experience in UCL as a substitute player, bro. There you go. Yeah, Bakayoko. When he played in, what was it, Monaco? He looked very good when he played in Monaco. He looked very good when he played in Monaco. Krunic, Benacer, Kessie, Benacer, probably Benacer. No, guys, actually, the player that had the best possession stats was Kessie. Kessie, even though he was also deployed as an attacking midfielder, had better possession stats than all the midfielders that... than Tonali, than Benacer, and than Renato Sanches, which is pretty impressive. We can analyze those statistics in a second. F. Campos, he's the best signing PSG made. Yeah, that's true. Goals and assist stats. I think he probably had the best goals and assist stats as well. I think he probably had the best goals and assist stats as well. I gotta check that again. Yeah, no, guys, it was Kessie. Fofana ruined delete for Udinese. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But, yeah, guys, 10 million, 15 million left. So I'll tell you right away what I would do with that money, you know. I would say, screw the midfielder. We don't need the midfielder. We have Tonali, we have Benacer, we have Ali, we have Pobega, we have Bakayoko, and we have Krunic. We have 6 midfielders that could potentially play in that double pivot role. I would say Go to Frankfurt, pay a ticket to Frankfurt, economy class, right there in the back, next to the toilets. I don't care. Don't spend any money. Take a bus. Take a bus to Frankfurt. Take a damn bus to Frankfurt so you don't spend any extra money. Go to Frankfurt and say, hey, you guys owe me for Indica. I have this 10 million here left. Don't pay me for Indica. Just you keep that. You keep the difference. I'm going to give you this 10 million. Don't pay for Hagwe, sorry. Don't pay for Hagwe. You keep the Hagwe money. I'm going to give you 10 million. Give me Indica. 22 years old. We have one of the best prospects, in football. Screw the rest. Screw the rest. We'll wait until Redbird January to get Ziyech, to get a midfielder. Nobody cares. Guys, I mean, tell me something. Just let me ask you a question. From now till January, we can go without a midfielder, without this, Mr. X midfielder. Tonali, Benacer, Bakayoko, Krunic, Ali, Pobega is more than enough to go from today up until January. But let me tell you something. Today is the only day you can buy Indica, because in January you're not going to be able to get Indica if we go into a bidding war. Right now, it is a miracle that Indica is not playing for PSG, for Man U, for Juventus, for Man City, whatever. It is a miracle this player is still signed to Frankfurt. This is the player we need to get. Replace Romagnoli. Forget Kessie. You have already replaced Kessie with Adli and CDK. All right, because you used Kessie as an attacking midfielder. Now you're getting CDK as an attacking midfielder. So whatever. Go for Indica. Maldini, can you hear me? Maldini! Maldini! Listen to me. Go for Indica. Go for Indica. Read that. We turned back Pobega. He's a good player too. Seen some plays and he's good. Yeah, Pobega should be very good for the team. Guys, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Is this what Milan should do? What would you do? Let me know in chat. And guys, and before we move on, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And guys, by the way, I'll repeat this. We do have a live later on. It's an open live where it's a debate live where we have a lot of debates and a lot of agreeing, disagreeing arguments about the current affairs and topics that are surrounding the Milan universe. Gazzetta dello Sport, Indica price dropping while Diallo price is raising due to competition. Buy Indica! Buy Indica! Guys, please, if you have a direct line to Maldini and Massara, please send them a message. Forget the midfield. Forget the right winger. Get Indica. Get Indica because this is the only time you can get him. Ziyech, it's going to be easier to get Ziyech in January. It's going to be easier to get Ziyech in January. In January, we can get the midfielder so we can keep on competing in Europe. Let's get Indica right now. Because also Indica, the way he plays, he could even be used as a double pivot. Who knows? That guy is so good, he could even be used as a double pivot. Hence, everybody knows their GA stats, so it means everything else. All the money was used to fund the Krunic wedding. So tackles and sprints, yeah, let's check that. I think Kessie literally wins everything, almost everything, when it comes to statistics. It is what it is. I still believe we renew Rafa and Isma and keep the current team, maybe add a loanee defender. It's a beautiful mercato. Just add Indica. Add Indica, renew Leao, renew Benacer. We are good, guys. We are good. Guys, we have Il Juventino Bianconero. He's laughing. He's laughing. Milan are broke. Well, you guys are spending a whole lot of money for players that aren't going to give you anything. So let's see who laughs last. Insert coin here. Just use that money to keep Leao, or use that money to keep Leao. Sure, yeah. I mean, we do have a transfer budget. We have the money for the wages, but the transfer budget, just put it all for Indica. I want to know what you guys think. Hands and passes, dribbles, true. 90% news based on Transfer Mercato Milan are utter false. Gazzetta, Corriere della Sera only spread rumors. We don't have money. That's the truth. Happy top 4 finish. I think okay, but realistically speaking, Subdahib, even though we don't have the economic power of these other teams. By the way, I just want to say something. In Italy, we were the only team that was able to spend money without having to sacrifice anybody. Okay, let's remember that. Let's not forget that. We are the only team that was able to spend money without having to sacrifice anybody. So that says a lot about our financial health. We cannot just forget that. That says a lot about how this team is being managed. Unfortunately, guys, our management, Elliott Group, is just very difficult. It's very difficult to get them to inject money. Maybe it's better that way in the long term. Let's see what happens. But having said that, let's be honest, guys. AC Milan is not damn Lecce. AC Milan is not Udinese, it's not Sassuolo, it's not Cremonese. This team here is a team that just won the Scudetto. Okay? So, and all our players are not going into retirement. All our players are getting 1 year older. I showed you guys the statistics of all the ages of all our players. All our players are getting better. So, with the addition of Ali, who we've seen as a baller, addition of CDK, who seems to be a baller, Divock Origi, a player with a lot of experience, a player that in his DNA, he's got the clutch goal in the big games. Okay? Clutch goal in the big games. I mean, what else do we need? We just need the defender. And we're good. Okay, it could have been a much better mercato. It could have been a 10 out of a sparkling champagne mercato, whatever. It doesn't matter. The team we have is still good enough to win the Scudetto today. It's still good enough. Of course, we're going to fight to win the Scudetto. If we don't win it, we don't win it. C'est la vie. But today, the team is good enough to win the Scudetto. We can go up until January, reinforce the midfield and the attack and right wing in January. Let's get Indica now. Now. All right, let's keep on going, guys. Que si, that's right. Get Indica for 6 million after getting 12 million for Hagwe. Then get a midfielder on loan. I agree, guys. I 100% agree. I think this is still Elliott's budget. Oh yeah. This is still Elliott's budget, by the way. We're still in the Elliott era. The takeover has not been completed. It will be completed in September. So September is when we're going to find out whether or not we're going to be competitive in the market. So we still have a little bit of time to wait and see. Roy Hans, although it depends on the kind of possession Kessie deals with, he never risks passes and he has more range because he stays back a bit more. That is very true. That is very true. One thing about Kessie is that he doesn't verticalize a lot. He plays a lot horizontally, so that automatically makes his stats, inflate. That is definitely true. It's definitely true. But it's still good stats. It's still good stats. So if Milan can get Indica, why don't you go for him by paying 20-25 million instead of Melinkovic? No, you guys get Melinkovic. You guys totally go for Melinkovic. It's all good. You keep Melinkovic. Yes, Roy, Indica, that's 100%. Roy, ci serve un centrocampista per fare la Champions, abbiamo bisogno di 3 titolari in quel ruolo. Sì, però c'è un difensore in Germania che si chiama Indica, 22 anni, ed è un mostro. Sinistro, gioca come è un campione. Questo qua può essere uno dei talenti più grossi del futuro e il suo contratto sta per scadere. Adesso si deve prendere, lo devi prendere adesso, perché se non lo prendi adesso non lo prendi mai più. Questo è un treno che sta per passare e se non lo prendi adesso non lo prendi mai più. We have to get Indica right now. Hans, but for stats, you can only use this money on loans and options to buy, but Milan will have money by then. At that time it expires. Yes, all right, guys. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's move on to what's up, guys. If you have not, click that like button, smash it, punch the like button, Pretend that Mulder, whatever his name is, the guy that dissed Milan, pretend that the like button is his face and just punch it. Punch it, smash it. Let's get to 100 likes before the stream is over. Guys, reminder, there is a stream later on, which is going to be a debate stream. So there's going to be more people, open live. We're going to be doing a lot of debates. Antonio will be hosting that. Okay, let's do a few more chats and then let's move on. I'm glad Renato Sanches didn't come to Milan. We need players that play for the badge, not for the money. That is true. By the way, guys, let me see what you guys voted in chat. I'm very curious to see what you voted as far as the poll goes. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. 65 likes, guys. We have 35 likes to go, up to 100. Excellent job, everybody. Well done. And click that subscribe button. Let's see what you guys voted here. Out of 124 votes, 44%, 45% wins says only players that want Milan. So there you go. There you go. If you don't want Milan, don't come. Don't come. Tomori wanted Milan. He came. Tomori wanted Milan. He came, and now Tomori is one of the legends. He's already a legend of AC Milan. CDK wanted Milan. He didn't care about anybody else. Even PSG was on CDK, by the way, but CDK made it clear that he only wanted Milan. So there you go. All good signs and indicators of players that will be doing well for the team. Our midfield is complete, boys. Forget about manufactured news stories. We just need a defender to be numerically safe, and we're set for league and Europe. And this is something that I was thinking about today, Shah. Thank you for bringing that up. I was thinking about the numbers. The only player that is missing is the defender. That's it. Anybody else is excess amount. Anybody else is an excess amount. So it is true. It is true. Tell Agnelli to spend the 20 million on another referee. That is hilarious. We are fine, don't worry, guys. What am I reading on the stream? That guy yeah, he disrespected the whole league. The guy disrespected the whole league, not just Milan. Who was saying all that stuff on our beautiful league? A player from Holland. Player from Holland. We still need the right wing, but what I'm saying is we can wait until January. We can wait until January. Now the opportunity is Indica. Guys, up until January, Messias and Salamakers is more than enough. Okay, up until January. And then if you want to go deep into the Champions League and you want to strengthen the team, do it in January under Redbird. But in January, Indica is going to be playing for another team. I'm sorry if I'm harping on this Indica situation, but I'm seeing it as an opportunity that we should not be missing. It's a train that is passing by, and we should latch onto this train. All right, guys, let's talk about midfielders. So let's talk about midfielders because today the news is more really about midfielders. So a player that has been, circulating is Fratesi. Mediaset says Milan chances of signing Sassuolo midfielder is extremely low, and I think we all came to this conclusion because Fratesi being a player that is very valid, by the way, a player that has been through the national team ranks since he was a teenager. We know that all these Italian players that have been in the national ranks since the U16, U17, U18, U19, U under 21, and into the national team end up always being very good, valuable players. So Fratesi is part of that category. But of course, Sassuolo, a team that asks a lot of money for their players, a team that exaggerates the value for their player. So Carnevali, the CEO of Sassuolo, has been signing for him by his valuation of 35 million. So this is never going to happen, guys. This one is never going to happen. Fratesi is not joining Milan. This is impossible. Mediaset says Milan are not looking to spend any more than 15 million on their new midfielder. So unless they come up with some kind of deal where they pay him, in rates, kind of like how Juventus does with a lot of their purchases, maybe it is possible. Maybe it is possible, and I think it would be worth it. Fratesi is an investment that would be worthwhile. It would be worthwhile because with Fratesi you have a lot of quality, you have quantity, you have hard work, and you have a very young player that can, really grow up to become a great player. So unfortunately, this one here looks very difficult. It looks very difficult, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Worst case, we're not in USL at January to get Indica. That cannot happen. We have to be. We have to be. I agree, Nathan. It's crazy how we still haven't gotten a right wing. No money is on Ali to win. My money is on Ali to win Serie A MVP. Nice, Negan. Okay, Ali has shown a lot of promise, so I don't blame you for saying that. He's very young though, so he is very young. All right, guys, if you have not, smash that like button. We need to get to 100 and also subscribe if you are new to the channel. And you can also become a member by clicking on the link in the chat, and you can become a member, get special perks, emojis, loyalty badges, and participate in competitions designed only for members. Was CDK today at training? Will he be able to play against Vicenza? What do you think, Roy? I think yes, he is going to play at least a part of the Vicenza game. In theory, as far as we know, he should have been at training today, so we're probably going to see some footage of that either tomorrow or coming up soon on the Milan channel. But yeah, he was at training according to reports, and yes, we should see him already against Vicenza, probably the last 20 minutes, who knows. And probably we are also going to see him with Udinese. I'm guessing not as a starter, but coming off the bench. We'll see. He has to, still assimilate with everybody. He has to, understand the tactics of the team. So he's got a lot of work to do before he perfectly assimilates with the team. So we just need to be a little bit patient with CDK. It is what it is. We have 16 million for Mercato. We only purchased 32. Indica cost 15, and Ndombele and Ziyech on loan. But right now we have 9.10 million left. Where is the money? Where is the money? Good question. Where is the money? It's in Elliot's pockets. That's where the money is, guys. And those pockets have locks that are impossible to open. I like Volpato a lot from Roma and Casade from Inter. Give me some young promising Italian talent. Yeah, these are good players. Maybe let's see what happens with them. But one thing, though, I do want to state is that maybe, this is just my opinion, I would probably rather have players for the first team that already have that experience, not a Primavera player that has to learn how to play there. Even though I'm not completely against that. By the way, we already reported this yesterday. Milan has bought a potential new Italian striker star. I mean, Tommaso Mancini. AC Milan has spent 1.5 million for a Primavera player. That's a big investment for Milan for a Primavera player. So hopefully this Primavera player ends up being a very good player in the future. I gotta say, I was looking at him play. Out of all the Primavera players that I've seen so far, he looks very talented. He looks like he probably will have a good future at AC Milan. Him and Shaka Touré look like they're two good talents. And there's a lot of talents in the Primavera right now. There's a Venezuelan player that we just bought recently that just joined the team. There's a few other Primavera players that are very interesting. And then there are the Primavera players that graduated and now are on loan. For example, Nasti and some others. If you know, please remind me the name. Okay, yeah, Ndombele is another player that has been circulating in the media. Ndombele, a player that is kind of in the fringes of Tottenham. So this is a player also that is a viable solution for the midfield. Absolutely. We're full. We don't need anyone. I kind of agree with you, man. I'm going to stick with my thing. I don't think we need a midfielder. I think we should go for Indica and close up shop. Wait until January and then do everything we can do up until January. He was training alone in the morning and then met with the team at 3 p.m. There you go, guys. Just an old chunk of code from Italia. Just gave us some insight there what happened. So in the morning he trained alone, and in the afternoon he trained with the team. So I'm sure we're going to see some footage of that. Okay, let's go to the other players. Another player that was linked to Milan today is Sar. Another player that is a youngster, very young, I believe 19 years old. AC Milan are starting to look even more closely at Tottenham Hotspur midfield Pape Matar Sarr as an option. 18 years old. No, sorry, that is Chukwuemeka. He is 19 years old, made 34 appearances for Metz during his loan spell. So this Sarr player, he was at Metz, 34 appearances, 19, very young. Very young. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. All these teenagers, I think, what is the point of bringing in teenagers into the team when we need a replacement for Kessie? Like, Kessie was not a teenager. Kessie was an already made player, a player that, had a lot of experience, a player that was considered one of the best midfielders in Italy. a player that Barcelona has put a 500 million clause on. So I don't know about these super young players coming into the team as midfielders. I'm not too convinced about that. But anyway, this is one of the options that are floating around in the ether. If you guys know this player, let me know what you think about him. I'm not too familiar with him. Okay, and then another player that has been talked about, which will never join AC Milan, is Melinkovic Savage. Of course, this is another player that would be a perfect replacement for Kessie. The journalist claims Milan, Manchester United, and Juventus are talks with Melinkovic Savage agent, but I don't think this can happen because Lotito is not going to just give away his best player, his best midfielder. David Giovan Battista adds that an asking price of 65 million has been set for this summer. So this is a player that most likely will not join AC Milan, but he would be an excellent player for Milan, already experienced, well acclimated to the Serie A player that we have played against many times, a player that we know very well. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. All right, let's see what you guys think about the situation. Bakayoko should leave and replace him with Casadei. Volpato is left-footed. Not if he's wasted like Locatelli. Mulder dislikes your video. Well, I dislike his face. How about that? I'm hoping we get to see Mancini play against us this weekend. I haven't seen him at a full... Oh, right. But Mancini is at Vicenza, right? He's playing at Vicenza, so maybe he will be playing against us, yeah. Hans, we're the most promising Italian striker of the last 15 years, right? Maybe, guys, maybe. I mean, 1.5 million for an 18-year-old Italian striker? When has anybody ever done that? That is... Juventus was on him. I think you said that Liverpool was on him, so obviously he is very good. Hans says he wants more Italians. Put that 10 million into Indica. I totally agree, guys. Totally agree. 100% agree. Unfortunately, I don't see Milan making any more signings. There's not enough time and not enough money. It is what it is. In January, we should definitely revisit Zaniolo if he's still on Roma. I totally agree, Nathan. A lot of people disagree with Nathan, Hans, and I are definitely on the same page when it comes to Zaniolo. Let's try and snatch him up, maybe in January. That'll be nice. They're 19s. They're not Primavera now. Volpato scored in Serie A already as well. Ah, okay. So they already have some Serie A experience. That's not bad. Dombele is very good, but the problem Conte Mourinho had with him is the fitness and stamina. Got you. I think we'll end up getting a couple of average players on loan if I'm being realistic. Probably. It looks like Milan has to go to the loan options. We do have that little bit of money. That little bit of money. Guys, put it out there in the ether, in the universe. Maldini, Massara. Look at Frankfurt. Turn your ways towards Frankfurt. They're in Milano, right? So if you're in Milano, southeast, northeast, go northeast. Go northeast. There's a player there waiting for you. And he's already wearing your colors. Indica already wears the right colors, so he knows what it's like to wear a red and black shirt. It's the one. Will Ghibli put that CDK picture in your bio? Perfect for the right wing. Okay. All right. Roy, what's up with Lazetic? When will he be useful to the squad? I think Lazetic needs a lot of experience. Lazetic has to do what they did with Pobega, what they want to do with Gabbia, what they did with Colombo, what they did with Maldini. He needs to go out and play regularly. These players are not going to learn anything if they're going to be sitting on the bench. You need to put some fuel in their tank. That fuel in the tank only comes when you're playing games on a regular. So I think the best thing Milan can do is put Lazetic on loan and maybe bring in another striker, a youngster. But also, guys, do we need another striker? Another thing, guys, that I was thinking about the other day, even though Origi is not fully fit yet, but once Origi is fully fit, if we look at the positions that he played, he played on the right wing, he played as a center forward, and he played on the left wing. So Origi is a player that you can play in all three of those positions if you need. Rebic can play on the left wing and center forward, and if you really have to, you can put him on the right wing. So for the left wing, we have Leao, Rebic, and Origi. For the center forward position, we have Giroud, Rebic, Origi, and Ibrahimovic. maybe even CDK. For the right wing position, we have Salamakers, Messias, CDK, and Origi. So we are covered in those positions. We are covered. We have a lot of options for all of those positions. Of course, we can always do better. We can get better players, more quality. As Ziyech, that beautiful left foot that Ziyech has would be beautiful for AC Milan. If he can score some of those goals he does with that left foot, San Siro would crumble. It would go crazy. It would explode. But numerically, we are set. We are good. We are good. And, you know, we're a poor club. It doesn't make any sense. How are we a poor club after being considered one of the most healthy financial clubs there is around Europe? It makes no sense. Guys, if you have not, please smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. We do have a live coming up later on. It's an open debate live. Let me see where we are with the likes. Let me see. Where are we with the likes? Dove siamo? 71, guys. 30 more likes. Let's go. Come on, let's bring it up. Let's get those likes up. Let's do it for AC Milan, guys. Let's do it for AC Milan. Let's do it for Indica. Come on. Let's bring those likes up. Smash that like button. Make it red and black. We have spent like 20 million net this entire mercato, considering the Hagway sale. Now, has Frankfurt paid for Hagway? Because as far as the reports that I've been reading, they have not yet. That transaction has not happened yet. So it still needs to happen. What is going on with that? I really don't care how much other teams spend on one specific player. I only focus on what player Milan signs and how good this player is even with a relatively low price. Yeah, I mean, the way their Milan is doing business is absolutely great. I just wish we had a little bit more spending power. Like, for example, I'm okay with Milan spending 35 on CDK rather than if it was PSG, they would have gladly put 50 million or 60 million. But I want to see Milan spend 35 on CDK, spend the money they need on Indica, and then spend the money they need on a right winger. I'm not saying they need to spend 60, 50, 100 million for one player like Rafa. I want to ask you guys in chat, would you spend 75 million on Rafinha? Maybe if you're a club that makes so much money, so it doesn't really matter. But if you were Maldini Massara, would you spend 75 million on Rafinha? I don't think you would. I honestly don't think you would. It is very strange how this is going for how Barcelona is doing their market. But I'm not even asking to do that. I don't want to spend 75. I don't even want Rafinha. I don't care about Rafinha. I just want Milan to get their targets. Value them what they're valued at, not a penny more, but we need to have a little bit more power in the spending. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm very confident in this team. I think we still kick ass. I think even with the team that we have today, we still have all the chances in the world to win the Scudetto, no matter what. Remember, we might not have the best roster, we might have the players that sell all the jerseys, but we are the best team. We have shown to be the best team. We are the team that has the best chemistry, the team that has the better project. We are definitely the best project. This is no doubt about that. We have the best project. Going into the future, we are definitely the best project. Everybody should be shaking in their boots if they look at what the projection is as far as this team is. But this year, we still have a team good enough to fight for the Scudetto, and we should and have to fight for the Scudetto. We have to get that second star and put it here on our heart. That second star is ours. We need to get it this time. And guys, someone in chat yesterday said that Milan has won only twice in its history 2 Scudettos in a row. One time in the early 1900s and then in the 90s, the Sacchi's Milan. So this is the third time. It needs to happen now. It's perfect. Pioli, make it happen. They can can't we put that 10 million into Gnonto already on the Italian national team? Already has first team experience and is skillful, fast, and fits our age range. I mean, guys, you know what I think. You know, I think if we only have a certain amount of budget, I would put it all on Indica, and I would worry about the attacking the attacking department later on, maybe in January. That's my position right now. But Gnonto is another great prospect. 18 years old, been already in the senior team of the national team, has done all the ranks, just like all the other Italians, going through the under 16, U17, U18. Gnonto, great prospect. But my position is firm right now. Put your eggs in the Indica basket. It doesn't mean a low price player isn't good enough for us. Think about an extreme case. Kaká, absolutely. Even Pata wasn't that expensive. Gnonto would be interesting next summer instead of Diaz, perhaps. Yeah, guys, we have to see what happens with Diaz also. Berardi over Ziyech. There you go. What if Colombo Maldini scores against us and costs us the second star? That would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. That would be absolutely insane. He's a forward too. I'll be watching him closely this year. Yeah, me too. I want to see how he keeps on developing. Guys, smash that like button. What are you waiting for? Is Ziyech still a possibility? Ziyech is still a possibility. According to what has been coming out, most likely closer to the end of the Mercato, there can be some movement there. Or it can just happen out of the blue. But today, things are very quiet on Ziyech. Today, maybe the first thing that comes to mind is that Ziyech is most likely not coming. Also because of what I said earlier. Remember, I'll repeat it. On the left, we have 4 players that can play on the left. In the attacking midfield, we have Ali 1, we have CDK 2, we have Brahim Diaz, and also you can put Rebic there if you need. So we have players there. On the right, you can put 4 players: Messias, CDK, Origi, and Salamakers. So we are covered in all our positions. And unfortunately, the biggest issue with Ziyech are his wages. 5.2 million. Unless Milan can find a solution where Chelsea also pays parts of his wages. The issue is then, if let's say Milan decides to buy Ziyech, what are his wages going to be? We'll have to see, guys. We have to wait and see. One of the most unfortunate things about this Mercato was the timing of the sale of the club. If this sale would have happened just before the Mercato started, maybe our Mercato would have been a little bit different. But because we're still in the Elliott management, the Mercato is still very stingy. It's still a very stingy Mercato. There's no intention of injection of money, right? Put it in money, gambling on money. Put in money and hopefully reinvest in it. Right now, it's all the sustainability. You spend what you make. In my opinion, we made a lot more than what we're spending, but I don't know exactly what they're calculating. I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I can't tell you exactly what they can spend and what. Obviously, the transfer budget is one thing, but a club has many expenses, wages, maintenance, so many different kind of expenses. So it is what it is. Guys, we have Antonio joining us. What's up, Antonio?
How are you, Roy? Doing well.
What's going on?
No, I just wanted to come in for a little bit because I was late. I couldn't go in early today, but I wanted to say that I should be at least doing a live. I don't know if you're gonna come in tonight, but I'm probably gonna do a live tonight on the channel. It is that Wednesday.
Yes, sir. We are going to do. Antonio is going to do a live on the channel. Antonio, what do you think about this whole situation with Sanchez? What is your opinion?
I think, like I said, I think I commented this on your video yesterday, but honestly, he was my favorite midfield target, and people are going to say he's not good or he gets injured, whatever. I think he would have been a good player for us, but whatever. I'm not, too upset about it. It's just, I've been wanting him to come for, a long time, ever since we played him against Lille. But, so, when I saw that he was linked with us, I was, a little bit happy, and I wanted that to go through, but I don't really care that much anymore because I was hoping that if we don't get Sanchez, we can invest in Indica and then get a cheaper midfielder on loan. But I don't even know if we're going to do that. So it's weird because we should have at least another 15 million to try to get Indica right now. But I don't know why we're, not going after him yet.
I hope that's what they're doing. I really do, because I don't see why they wouldn't. And also, let me ask a question. Why would they want to retouch Pobega's contract if they're not putting any trust in him? Pobega is essentially the replacement of Kessie. He brings in the muscle. Kessie was the muscle. Pobega is the muscle. I remember Pobega playing against Torino. I remember Nathan pointing this out, that Pobega was winning the muscular duels against Kissi. So why go in for this midfielder when you have this 22-year-old prospect, left-footed player in Germany? Looks like an incredible footballer. 6.4 height, left-footed, can play on the left, can play as a central defender, aggressive, scores goals, gets assists. What is going on? Why this player should already be in AC Milan today? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah. And, the longer we wait, the bigger the chance someone else comes in and takes him. And if we wait too long, he's going to be a free agent, and any club in the world can come and offer him a contract. So that's difficult.
Right, it's a mystery to me. Il milanista sul tubo se diamo una chance a Bakayoko. Io a Bakayoko gliela darei la chance, perché abbiamo visto come ha giocato. Sotto Gattuso ha giocato molto bene. Se potesse arrivare a quei livelli, secondo me sarebbe perfetto. Non dobbiamo prendere nessun altro. Per me va benissimo Bakayoko. Can't see Berardi being linked to Milan, a good player, but not one to take Milan to the next step. Berardi has been given the number 10, by the way, in Sassuolo. I don't think Berardi is going to be moving. Even though when he was given the number 10, he had an interview on the Gazzetta. He said that a move is still likely, but I think that it's not going to happen at this point.
The most Berardi will ever be is a good fantasy Serie A player to have. So I'm happy he's going to stay in Sassuolo so he can get me a lot of goals and assists. Those
are fighting words. Those are fighting words. The only Belgian winger we should get is Doku. Doku right now kind of off the radar, coming off a poor season. Not much talk about Doku at all. Roy, I think 75 million is more than Triple M's net spending since they were appointed. Right, it is true. Okay, let's react together as a group. We really don't want to know much about him. Guys, I'm not going to show the highlights today, also because we are going towards the end of the stream. But if you have not already liked the page, please do so. But we will be showing highlights. Unfortunately, we're just going towards the end of the stream. Where are we right now with the likes?
Which highlights? Which player were they talking about?
CDK.
Oh, yeah.
Are you on your computer?
I'll check the likes.
20 more likes to go. Come on, guys. Let's bring these likes up. Come on, guys. Let's do it. How much goals or assists do you expect from CDK? Roy, can't be an unrealistic number just because he's 35 million player. I am expecting between goals and assists, somewhere between 10 and 15. I mean, this is a player that...
he needs time.
Sorry, Antonio, I'm just going to mute you for a second. There's a lot of noise. This is a player that has a lot of experience. He has got 130 games under his belt. He has Champions League experience. I'm not expecting him to come to the Serie A and show everybody he's the boss. But I think 10 is realistic. Above 10 is good for the first season. But 10 is realistic. But there was a really good comment that someone left under the video I did about Sanchez. No, about the video I did about that voting poll. That as long as CDK helps the team play well, it doesn't matter how many goals and how many assists he gets. As long as he allows the team to play fluid football and he integrates well into the system, into the tactics, it doesn't matter.
Roy, is there still a lot of noise?
No, it was just the clicking.
Okay. No, I want to say sorry about that. I want to say about CDK, like Tonali, his first year was a little bit slow. We may have to give him some time to adjust to the Serie A. Even though Tonali was already used to the Serie A a little bit, CDK is coming to a new country, new team, different formation, I think. So even though he can be versatile, and I think he should have an easier time transitioning, we should give him a little bit of time and not go crazy if he doesn't do amazing in the first few games or even the first half of the season. He's still going to mature and just have faith, because I can assure you that at least by next season, if not already, next season is going to be a top player, almost guaranteed, because I trust the management.
Hey, you know what? Since, guys, we're still waiting for 15 more likes, bring in those likes, we might as well just show some CDK highlights since they were requested. Antonio, if you can find anything from CDK, maybe Brazil Scout or whatever,
Yeah.
go ahead. We'll watch him a little bit. Emmanuel, unfortunately, either Salamakers or Messias is not the level to compete in UCL. But is this true, Minzang? Is this true? The only game that we won in the UCL was a game where Messias scored. Messias scored that winning goal. So is it true that Messias does not have the ability to play in the UCL? And also it was against Atletico Madrid in Spain at the Wanda Stadium. So is it true that Messias is not at the level to compete in UCL? I don't know, guys. I think we can only find out by giving these guys a chance. Because if you want to really analyze our Champions League journey last year, there are a lot of players that we consider top players but did not deliver in the Champions League. But Messias actually did. He scored that winning goal. So is it true? Is Messias not at the level to compete in UCL? What do you think, Antonio?
I think he is, but I think I still have to see him score and assist at least 15 total before I call him like a good enough right midfielder to be our starting one for the future. I think he can do that, but that's kind of like a minimum, at least to help out our attack, because we need more goals for sure. But also, Roy, I don't see any of that Brazil Scout CDK videos on YouTube, so I might have to go with another channel if that's okay.
All right, is Matrix Comps here? Matrix Comps, are you in the chat? If you're here, hopefully you can give us permission to watch your compilation you did on CDK. So I think Matrix Comps did a compilation on CDK. Let's just do that one. Ringio, Raul, look at Ringio. Grande Ringio. Gattuso, what a man, what a champion. Messias has been great in preseason. I'm high hopes from him. Without injuries, can get 10 goals from right wing easy. Yeah, I'm not ready to say that Messias is not the answer. I'm not ready to say that. I think Messias might surprise us. He might surprise us. Okay, Seko Fofana would be the ideal Cassidy placement. We spoke about this earlier. Antonio, are you familiar with this player? Have you seen him play?
I love this player.
Tell me a little bit about him.
Right. Also, my dad knows about him because my dad watched, like, especially before the COVID season, like when it was interrupted. I was a little bit more on and off, busy with things, so I wasn't watching all the Serie A teams all the time. But my dad saw him on Udinese, and he was like a really good player, kind of underrated. And then he went to Lens like 2 years ago. And he's been like, whenever I watch them, he's like their best player. Basically, he plays every game. He's like a central midfielder. He can play like sort of box to box, so like sort of what Kessia does. So he can help defend, but also he's really good at passing. He's good on the ball, and he does go forward sometimes. So he has that like ability to do a little bit of everything. I think he's like 27, so he's not like super old. Like he's like 27 or 28. I'll look up his age. But so I really like him overall, and he already has Serie A experience, so he'd be a good player, I think. The problem with him is Lens won like 35.
Sorry, before you go on, who did he play with?
Udinese.
Oh, okay. So I think someone was saying that he did something against Delete. Okay, so that's okay. I didn't know.
Yes, I was saying my dad saw him playing for Udinese when before the COVID season and during that year. So he always speaks highly of him, but. Fofana, the problem with him is that I think I read somewhere that Lens want like 35 to 40 million for him, and so it's like you have to pay a transfer fee. So I don't know if we're gonna try to loan him or something, or like I don't know. I think we're just interested in him, but I don't think it's realistic right now. So it's difficult. I think a more realistic target would be Pape Sarr from Tottenham, because we could loan him out and maybe put an option to buy. Even though I don't think Tottenham is going to want us to put an option to buy because they really they invested in him. So it's difficult. It's also like a situation because what's the point of getting this like really promising young midfielder, like defensive midfielder from Tottenham, and then just lose him next year if he has a good year because there's no chance to buy him. So it's difficult. So right now I think we're just still waiting for something to like some name to pop up. That becomes our main target, but right now we're just looking around after our two main targets are gone. So,
Yeah, let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. Subdahib says Seko Fofana is Yaya Touré molding him. I think that's what you mean. He's very similar to Yaya Touré. He scored a last-minute winner versus Juve. Ah, okay, that's what you meant. I see. Fofana would cost money. We only have 15 million left on our budget. Okay, do we have some CDK highlights, guys? We have 10 more likes to go to 100, guys. Smash that like button. Let's do it. Come on. Forza Milan. All right, let's see what we can expect from this player. Oh, by the way, he has 8 goals with the national team already. 8 goals and 1 assist with the national team. Ooh. Wait, was that him in the middle? Did he do that touch? Can you go back? Show me this touch. This is a nice little touch. Mamma mia, ragazzi. Che magician. Che magician. Guys, by the way, subscribe to Matrix Comps, the best compilation YouTuber on the planet. Friend of the channel also. He recently did this this video. Okay, that was against Man U. Nice.
City.
Oh, sorry, Man City, right.
I was actually rewatching a lot of UCL game videos on YouTube from this year, and I have some things I want to talk to you about right on another stream because you missed a lot of things in our recent debates about these games, but we'll talk about that later.
Yo! He made a meme out of that player. Can you just go back a second, guys? Look at he made a meme out of this guy. Look at that. Damn. Okay, this is nice. He's got the back here. He's got the eyes behind. Oh, what a ball. Hopefully he can produce this kind of football with AC Milan in Italy. But notice how the intensity is not as high, right? Yeah, I think he will fit in really well. Nice control. Good usage of the body. Well, we'll be seeing him against Vicenza, hopefully.
Roy, do you know what our next training is? Do they train today?
Yeah, Old Chunk call said that he trained this afternoon. Hold on, go back. Let me see that ball one more time. That pass, the back heel pass into space right there. Nice. Okay, he likes to use his back heel a lot. I like players that use their back heel. Ooh, good turn. Oh, meme. Not the greatest pass though. Oh, nice little switch. Clever.
It looks like he has a good mind for making the play, but sometimes he just doesn't execute it.
Right. He's got that final kind of play that leads to goal kind of DNA in him. You know, and that's what he said in his interview. He said that he's a player that likes to have the ball and create goals, whether it's with passes or directly.
I was impressed with his interview. I liked it, I thought.
Yeah.
He seems like he's pretty down to earth. Also, I was watching they actually Club Bruges posted this past year of this sort of docu-series, I think. And recently the first episode of that series was a lot about CDK, and someone translated it in Italian in a YouTube video, and I went and saw it yesterday. And this guy was already talking about transferring to another club like last year, and everyone was. So he's been, I think he's been looking to make a move for a while. But yeah, he's got a really good personality, I would say. He's very grounded.
I mean, yes. I mean, in the interview, he stated that Maldini and Massara were looking for him already in January. So he knew for a long time that Milan was on him, and he was kind of following Milan, and he was following Salamakers, talking to Salamakers. But definitely a player that will grow at Milan, like Team Medley says. Definitely will grow at Milan. We have to be patient. He is young, but already very promising player. Man, we got two ballers. I think we really got two ballers. Adli and CDK, those are two real ballers. So, very good. Just an old chunk of coal says, notice how virtually all of his highlights, best plays, come from the wing. We're going to find this out. Is he going to be deployed as an attacking midfielder or as a right winger? Now, my guess is attacking midfielder. And I said this the other day. It's because people misunderstand me when I say this, but please stay with me. Stay on my same wavelength. Daniel Maldini was the number 2 attacking midfielder. In the vision, on the roster sheet, we had 2 attacking midfielders, Brahim Diaz and Daniel Maldini. Okay? So now one of those attacking midfielders is gone. And now they added CDK. So to me, it makes sense that he's going to be looked at as an attacking midfielder, coming into that void that Maldini leaves on the roster, but not to be a replacement bench player. Please understand me. He's coming here to be one of the key players. I'm just talking about roster and positional display of the squad. So I think it's going to be attacking midfield, and I think there's going to be a lot of interchange. Ciao, hello from Milan. Ciao Marco, come stai? Forza Milan, ragazzi, forza Milan. Salutami Marco, vai a dire a Massare Maldini di portarci in dica. Vaglielo a dire, per piacere. YouTuber Milan drop another video for CDK, only 55 seconds, ready to leave.
Oh, that's the... I think he's over with the official YouTube channel. They posted a video about CDK today.
I think it's Salah, Messias, and CDK on the attack came Brahim Ziyech Ali. Okay. Alright guys, where are we at with the likes? Where are we at with the
95.
likes? 5 more likes, guys. Come on, let's get it. Cinque mas. I also think he will be our starting attacking midfielder. I just pointed out that he starts from the center and always drifts on the bottom. Yes, and this is what he does. He likes to start from the center, he drifts to the sides, and then he attacks the middle. And this is going to be perfect interchange with players like Salamakers and Adli also. So one more time, let's just check his heat map. Look at that, Milan. Those shirt colors aren't too good though, but Milan. Okay, here we go. So remember guys, this is his heat map right here. Look at that. So, and he was and these are all the positions that he played, that he was deployed as. Playmaking position, he was deployed as a midfielder, as an attacking midfielder, as left wing, striker, right wing. Only valued at 25 million. Interesting. 21 years old, 6.4 tall. Let's look at his defensive stats. I'm curious to see his defensive stats. Okay, successful dribbles, 45%. So half the dribbles he does, he wins. Duels won, 52%. 52% ground duels won. Aerial duels won 53%. So 50-50 as far as that goes. Defending, interceptions per game 0.5. Tackles per game 1.3. Possession 1 0.7. Dribbles pass per game 0.5. Clearances per game 0.4. 0 led errors led to shot. 0 errors led to goal. Penalties committed 0. Hold on, I gotta see something. Sorry guys, I gotta see something. I'm just very curious. Sorry guys, this is just for me. You guys can take a break. I'm just curious to see this. Penalties committed 1. I don't think so.
That's just in the Serie A, I think, this season. But
Yeah, I really don't think so. Anyway, okay, let's go back to the calendar. All right. 14 goals, 39 appearances, 9 assists, touches 52.0, big chances created 16. That's the average. 1.8 key passes. Accuracy per game 72%. Accuracy in own half 82%. Accuracy opposition half 66%. These are low numbers. These are low numbers, guys. But he's only 21. He has a lot to learn.
Guys, 98 likes.
2 more to go, guys. I wanted to show you Kessi's numbers just to give you an idea how valuable Kessi was to this team. So 31 games played. He had 6 goals. 6 goals, no assists. But look at his numbers. Accuracy per game, 88%. Accuracy in own half, 92%. Opposition half, 84%. So, guys, CDK was 66%, but obviously CDK looks for the difficult passes, while Kessie doesn't. So yeah, we were talking about this inflated. Successful dribbles, 73%. Ground duels, 1. Yeah, so very interesting, very interesting. Okay, guys, so let's see.
We got it.
He said all the right things, mentioned Gullit Van Basten, Paulo Dino Kaká in the interview, so I'm happy. Hey, bro, definitely CDK playing winger. No way he's playing cam. Look at the heat map. It's all on the wing. But I think he did not start on the wing. I really don't think he started on the wing in the... Is Hans still here? Where's Hans? Hans knows this player better than everybody else. Let's see where he... In the UEFA Champions League... I mean, it does... honestly, I don't blame you for saying what you said, Ismail, because if I didn't know this player and I look at his heat map, I would say he is a winger. He is a left winger and a right winger. So it is kind of strange to say that he's going to play in the middle. I think he's going to start in the middle and then he goes to the wing and then he deploys. I think that's what we're going to see. But again, we will find out, and Pioli will know where to place him. But one thing is for sure, that if Milan has paid so much money for him, then he's definitely going to play where he is best suited, whether it's on the wing or cam. Luigi Timpano, come stiamo ragazzi? Da quanto tempo? Buongiorno, buongiorno. Di a Massara e Maldini di portarci indica, Luigi. Vai lì a casa Milan con un cartello, dici portaci indica, non ce ne frega niente dei centrocampisti, attaccanti esterni, portaci indica. He played striker or cam like over 80% of the time. He plays the left wing more than the right wing. Ah, okay, there you go. Roy, and the only way he can roam on both wings is if he starts from the center. Right, correct. Right, I think he likes to start in the center. He likes to go wide and then go back in. He does the zigzag. Diagonal out, diagonal in. All right, guys, I think we've hit the 100 quota, right? Where are we at? Let's see. 99, guys. One more.
On
One
my
more,
screen, I
guys.
see
Come on,
100,
guys.
but-
What are we waiting for? Give us one more like.
Roy, it says 100 on
Uno
mine,
mas.
but
Are you going to be the man, the woman that gives us that 100th like? The century?
can you hear me, Roy?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay, no, I was saying that on my screen it says 100 already, but
Okay, great. Roy, you should be the head of social media team of AC Milan. Hey, man, if they want to give me a job, I'm more than willing. Anyone have an issue to join Discord? I got invite invalid. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about the Discord. The URL changes. It changes every time. But you can go on Discord and just type in RossonARI TV and you can find us that way. 100 likes. We did it, guys. We did it. Team effort. So, Roy, according to CDK position, we can play Ziyech on cam, right? We only have Brahim and Ali on cam. Well, let's see if we get Ziyech. I don't know if Ziyech is coming, so until he's going to be a reality, I don't think we should even talk about him until he becomes a reality. Maybe he will be. Anyway, guys, we covered everything that we needed to cover today. I'm not sure whether or not there are new breaking news. Anything new that is worth mentioning?
I've been checking Twitter like all day. Besides the Fofana news, I don't see anything else right now. A lot of pessimism about us having a limited budget. That is what I'm seeing too.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can't really see anything like breaking news yet.
Okay, guys, it looks like we covered everything for today. So everybody, thank you so much. Really appreciate everybody's enthusiasm for AC Milan. And yes, guys, let's push for Indica. Let's do it. Let's tell Maldini this is the player that we want. But Maldini Massara, like someone said in chat, knows best, so they know what they need to do. I mean, you speak fluent English and Italian. You're a YouTuber. What else can you ask? Well, let's see. Maybe. I'll send him a resume. Let's see what happens. Ziyech ain't coming unless we let go of one of Salamakers or Messias. Don't see it happening. So there it is. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody that joined us and 2 new members. So welcome to the memberships, Nathan that maybe we're going to see tonight, and Pete Shoop. Guys, watch out for the memberships because the competition for the Serie A is going to start. We're going to roll that in next week. Actually, let me see if I can get that Discord for you. Give me 1 second. Let me see if we can get that Discord for you. And I'll put the link in the chat.
Hey, Roy, did you see that Tottenham are going after Udogie from Udinese?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Makes sense. Paratici, Conte, Udogie is Italian. Udogie is has been part of the Italian national ranks for a long time, so it makes sense to me.
It amazes me how he hasn't been called up yet, like to the senior team.
Well, he's young. He's still quite young.
Yeah, but I think with the Nations League, I would have expected him to play a bit, but it's whatever.
Oh, guys, yes, sign up for Fantasy Serie A. RossonARI TV's Fantasy Serie A. Sign up for that. Absolutely.
Can one of you guys repost that link somewhere? Because even I haven't officially joined that yet, but I'm planning on doing it. I actually was waiting for the Calcio Mercato to go a little bit more before we could actually do it. So, Hans, can you drop the link, please?
Alright, guys, I'm about to drop the Discord link in the chat. Just give me 1 second.
Technician Roy.
There you go. That should... Let me know if that link works. It should work. And it definitely should work. But let me know if it does or it doesn't. And let's get some AC Milan emojis in there. Let's get some Milan. Guys, subscribe. Subscribe to RossonARI TV. And like. We are 104 likes, guys. So thank you. Ringio and George Weah say thank you. George Weah lifting up the Ballon d'Or in 1996, I believe. So there you go. When will number 8 arrive? Oh, the midfielder? I'm not sure. Udit, what's up, my friend? How many members are there now in the fantasy? When I joined, there were only 5. I'm not sure, but we need to get more members for that. All right, guys, having said that, I really appreciate everybody's presence today. Forza Milan. We will see you tomorrow with another edition of Milan News, and then tonight there's an open live, so watch out for that. Hopefully tomorrow's news is a little bit more fruitful, and it should be good. The Champions League. Oh, when will 8 arrive? The Champions League in the next 2 years. 2 years. Give it 2 years. The stars are lining now. Charles will deliver Otto Secondo star. Just pray Leao stays. Yeah, we'll wait and see what Redbird does. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Really appreciate everybody once more. Forza Milan, wherever you are in the world. Love to everybody. Let's see what happens. If there's any breaking news, guys, we'll post it up later. But stay tuned for the live debate tonight, and it's going to be a debate show. So watch out for that.
Yes, and I will be hosting. Hopefully, Roy, you can stop by a little bit, and it's going to be interesting. So look out for that. It's going to be interesting. Have some things planned.
Roy, do we have the right number of Italians in the team? I think we're still missing 1. I think we're missing 1 or 2. So that is another thing that the team needs to address. But it could come from the Primavera. It could just come from the Primavera. All right, guys. We will see you next time. Alla prossima. Arrivederci. Ciao, Antonio. Thank you for joining me late, but thank you anyway. Have a good day, brother.
Thank you, Roy. Ciao.
Everybody in chat. Alla prossima. Ciao.